Welcome back, and after that news update with Regina, now it's time to have that conversation. It's the time that we've been waiting for, and we are here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by His Excellency, Ambassador of Japan to Kenya. He's called Horie.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's what it's Ohayo gozaimasu?
Ohayo gozaimasu, very correct.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
I got it right.
Yes.
Karibu.
Karibu.
Asante sana. Karibu sana. And Madam Yuko?
Yuko. I'm Yuko Horie. Nice
Yuko Horie.
Yes.
And she's the wife to the ambassador. We are so glad to have you on set this particular Monday morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
I love your outfit.
Thank you, mate. I love kitenge shirts.
Really? I hope you have a lot of them like this one.
Yes, more than 10.
Okay. And why is it so important for you to have the kitenge?
Because I think, the cultural understanding is very, very important.
Right.
To have a very comfortable life in one country, in Kenya.
Yeah.
So kitenge is very important for me.
Right. Welcome to the show once again. Before we start, we saw the closing ceremony of Olympics in Japan yesterday.
Yes.
And Japan has done an amazing job hosting the world in an Olympics that happened during COVID-19. But nonetheless, it was successful. What do you make of that?
Many Japanese people were worried about the possible, the problem caused by the Olympic Paralympic and the COVID-19. But at last we hosted very successfully, and the Olympic was closed on August 8th.
Yes.
And the Paralympic closed yesterday, very successfully. So we highly appreciate cooperation from the Kenyan Olympians, Paralympians, and all the people involved, especially Kenyan National Olympic Committee, Paralympic Committee, and the Minister of Sports. So thank you very much for all the Kenyans.
They did an amazing job.
Yes, very much.
Absolutely.
And I was very much impressed by the clothing ceremony of Olympic Games. On August 8th. On that, ceremony, closing ceremony, the medal ceremony was also held for the marathon medalist, Kenyan Kipchoge for male. And yes, Jepchirchir, and the Kosgei for the female marathon gold medal and the silver medal. So national anthem of the Kenya was played twice, and all the Japanese people very much impressed by the beautiful melody of Kenyan national anthem. And I believe that many people all over the world were also impressed by the beautiful melody of the Kenyan national anthem.
And it was an Olympic like no other. It was low key because of COVID-19, and we just appreciate that the Japanese government did all they could to make sure that everybody was safe in Japan, and it ended pretty well. You have been an ambassador for close to 40 years, and a quarter of that time, you've been posted in Africa.
Yes, I entered the Japanese Foreign Service 1979, 42 years ago.
42 years ago. And
I have visited 40 countries in the world, but half of that, 20 countries, for Africa. So I have visited 20 African countries.
Yes.
And I have been posted to 9 countries for those 42 years. But I was posted to Nigeria as a young diplomat in 1982. And I was posted to Sudan as ambassador 2012. So this is my third African country as ambassador to be hosted. And I have very much enjoyed the visit to African countries and the stayed in African countries, especially in Kenya.
Yeah. I'm told the first time you visited Kenya was you came to Kenya and
Yes.
you went to Amboseli National Park.
Yes.
What took you to Amboseli National Park?
When we were living in Nigeria,
Right.
Just after our marriage, and we came to Nairobi as a tourist 38 years ago.
38 years ago.
And we went to Amboseli as our honeymoon.
Right.
And so that was our first visit to Kenya. And 2 weeks ago, we went to Amboseli again as a second honeymoon. And we stayed at the same hotel. And we saw the, of course, same mountain.
Yes.
Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
So we were very much pleased to visit Amboseli again.
Right. Did you ever know when you came for your honeymoon 38 years ago that at one point you will be an ambassador in this country?
we had no idea.
Right.
So we are so much pleased to come back to Kenya.
Absolutely.
This is a very beautiful country, lots of natural resources and animals, and lots of very nice foods, drinks.
And the people.
People,
and the
very
culture.
much.
How many countries have you visited in the country, in Kenya? How many countries?
So far, more than 10 counties.
Right.
Because we have been assisting Kenya with lots of official development assistance, ODA. Such as ODA loan, very low interest loan to Dongokundu SEZ projects.
That is in Mombasa?
Mombasa.
Right.
And I signed the three projects for Dongokundu SEZ 2 years ago. Total amount is 90 billion Kenya shillings.
That's a lot of money.
But in addition to those large-scale ODA, we have been providing a small-scale, relatively small-scale, grassroots grant assistance to rehabilitate elementary school, middle school, and the clinics and water supply system. Last month, we went to West Pokot to attend the handing over ceremony of the elementary school classrooms. And at the end of this month, we are going to Marsabit to attend the handing over ceremony of the elementary school rehabilitation projects. So to attend such a handing over ceremony, we have been visiting different counties. Each county has a different culture.
Absolutely.
Different food.
Yes. And different people.
Different people, yes.
What stood out for you anytime you visit these counties? You go to West Pokot, you go to Mombasa, you meet different people. What fascinates you when you visit these places?
First of all, very beautiful scenery and environment, and very good people. And each county has a different cultural traditions, but everybody loves music.
Yes.
And the singing song.
Yes.
Song. So maybe I'll tell you later about our...
And Madame will also sing for us, probably later. She will sing for us some good music. I will tell you that she can also sing in Kiswahili, and the ambassador can also sing. That's why you are called the singing ambassador. They will sing for us later on. Yes, carry on, sir.
Yeah. Most impressive, when we went to Mombasa to attend the groundbreaking ceremony of the Dongokundu SEZ, a special economic zone, together with lots of CS, cabinet secretaries, and the governor of Mombasa, and the president, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. And I made a speech, and I started my speech by saying "Hamajambo nyote." Then I switched to English. Then once I switched to English, this speech, many local ladies almost very much disappointed. I sensed almost booing
because of your Kiswahili.
Kiswahili, yes. So then suddenly in order to change the atmosphere, I asked my wife to join me to sing a song. At that time, I didn't know the Kiswahili song, so we sang English song, Edelweiss, and even with English song, all the local ladies and the people, even the President Uhuru Kenyatta applauded
the way you sang.
Yes.
All right.
So I understood the music, singing songs is a very good gateway to open the people's hearts.
Yeah.
So we try to practice Kiswahili songs, starting with Daima. Starting with Jambo Bwana.
Jambo Bwana, the song.
Then Malaika. And then we try to find a good Kiswahili song. So we were told by Kenyan friends that Daima by Eric Wainaina is a very, very good song.
That's a very powerful song.
So we studied lyrics and the very, very impressed with lyrics and the beautiful melody.
Yeah.
That the problem was I was advised by my friend, Kenyan friend, for the need to get the permission from Eric Wainaina himself to sing that his song in front of the public. But I got it.
So you have the thumbs up.
Yes.
We will sing that song.
So anytime, any place, we can sing it.
The ambassador will sing Daima by Eric Wainaina. There's an entire orchestra here in studio. So there will be some band, some entertainment. That's why he's called the singing ambassador. Ambassador, Kenya and Japan have enjoyed a good working relationship in terms of a business.
Yes.
What do you make of that as the ambassador right now?
Yeah.
The ties in terms of business, what do you foresee in future?
At the moment, there are 89 Japanese companies who are doing business in Kenya. And I believe the number of Japanese companies in business in Kenya will be definitely increasing.
Right.
And so most of the car companies such as Toyota doing business here, and all the major trading companies of Japan are doing business here. And and at the end of this year, early December, second Africa-Japan Business Dialogue, Business Forum will be taking place in Kenya. So I think that the Minister Trade and Investment is coming from Japan, and we will have a very big events and the conference here in Kenya. So that, and the next year, maybe around Kenya election timing, we will have a summit meeting between Africa and Japan. We call it TICAD, Tokyo International Conference for African Development. 5 years ago, that conference was held in Kenya. At the first time for having that conference outside of Japan. And the second, the TICAD in Africa will be taking place in Tunisia next year. So those, the occasion will be a good chance to promote business relation between Japan and the African country, especially Kenya, because Kenya is a gateway for Japanese companies and the Japanese government activities, because Kenya has been very stable democratic society.
Friendship and bilateral ties between Kenya and Japan. It has been a relationship that has taken a very long time, and you're saying that you can foresee a very good future between the two countries. Where do you see, in terms of business, Kenya has benefited a lot from Japanese government?
Yes. Business for business people. Most important element, liquids for the investment, trade, the business activities is the stability and reliable, political and economic system. So Kenya has had never, had military coup d'etat. And a very stable society, free and open society, democratic political system. So Kenya is a gateway for all the many Japanese companies. So I believe next year you will have election.
Exactly. In the next 11 months?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but as Ambassador of Japan, I will not talk about politics of Kenya in detail, but I believe in the stable political system will be continuing.
Yeah.
So I hope peaceful election will be taking place next year.
How is Kenya important for the Japanese government? Because you talked about 89 companies in Kenya, and you can imagine how many people are employed in those companies. How important is Kenya for not Japan alone, but East Africa and even Africa as a whole?
You know, the now global economy is pervading all over the world, and for any major Japanese companies, Africa is a very important frontier for the future business for them. So among the 54 African countries, Kenya is one of the most important economy and the country for those activities because of the democracy and very open and free society. So I believe the more and more Japanese companies coming to Kenya, and more and more investment and trade will be done in the near future.
And let's I think in terms of trade and friendship and the cultural ties, the two countries share a lot. Culturally, we share a lot with Japan.
Yes. I hosted the small-scale cultural events at my residence because now because of COVID-19, we can't hold large-scale cultural events as before. So we invited a small number of guests, one time maybe 10 or 20. And my wife is very good at flower arrangement, Japanese flower arrangement, ikebana.
Yes, ikebana.
And making tea, Japanese tea ceremony, we call it chado. And my chef, I have a Japanese chef, and he is demonstrating how to make a sushi, and how to make a Japanese the sweets. And last month we invited some TV crews, different TV companies, including KBSC, and they recorded maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, demonstration of such Japanese culture. But what I stressed is the not only beautiful beauty of the Japanese culture, tea ceremony, flower arrangement, but most important values behind the Japanese culture. That is mutual respect.
Exactly.
And the harmony. Tea ceremony is required. The guests and the hostess are required to present, the harmony and express mutual, respect to the guest, to the hostess. So, and the flower arrangements is also harmony between different flowers, leaves, and the stems, and harmony among the arranged flower and the environment of people. So, in Japanese culture, mutual respect and harmony is a very, very important element.
Important for every society.
And the lyrics of the Daimar by Eric Weiner it's a song for the unity, harmony, mutual respect among the different people with a different culture, different ethnic groups, backgrounds, and the history. So I believe, I sensed the same values we are sharing, Kenyan people and the Japanese people.
Absolutely. And Eric Wainaina, your song will be played right here on the national television. Thank you, bro. You're doing a good job. All right, Ambassador, tomorrow you'll be handing over the 12 pieces of the ultra-modern, low-temperature equipment. You can tell me much about that.
First of all, COVID-19 is a problem for everybody, every country, every society.
The entire world is affected.
No person, no society, no country should be left behind. So, you know, whether it's a rich country or a poor country, it's, you know, any country should be treated equally. So, as Ambassador of Japan, since last year, March, when the COVID-19 started in Kenya, we have provided Kenya with lots of PCR test kits and medical equipments and robots to treat safely the patient. You can see the robots at you know, some airports and so forth. And tomorrow, I will attend the handing of ceremony of the equipment you mentioned, ultra low temperature freezer and other equipments, because in order to storage and deploy the vaccines such as Pfizer
and the Moderna,
which you know require very, very low temperature, minus 70, 80
degrees Celsius.
Degrees Celsius. So you need those kind of equipment to manage the deployment of the COVID-19, Moderna and the Pfizer. So we decided to, together with UN organization, to provide many developing countries, to give them the so-called cold chain. To make last 1 mile, the coverage of the COVID-19.
And this will be
vaccine.
212 million Kenyan shillings.
Yes, only for Kenya.
Only for Kenya.
Yes.
All right. Ambassador, as we come to a close, what is your legacy that you'd want to leave behind when your term comes to an end and you say, Kenya, asante sana, I've served you, I've served the people of Japan. What is one legacy that you'd want to leave behind when you say, asante sana, Kenya?
Of course, you know, the business relations between the two countries and official development assistance, ODA relations between our two countries, and sports exchange, Olympic, Paralympic, these occasions, many athletes came to Japan. But more than that, the total, relations between the two countries, two peoples, I appreciate. The more and the more promotion. So if you allow us, we will sing.
Yes, I will allow you.
Kiswahili song.
In Swahili song. And by the way, they do better Kiswahili than most of us in studio, including my director, Ben, who does not speak good Kiswahili. You told me you went to Narok. And you're given a name.
Yes.
How did this come about?
2 years ago, together with my wife, I went to Narok to attend the handing of ceremony of elementary schools, classrooms and toilets. And we sang Malaika together in front of the Maasai ladies and traditional leaders, the school children. And especially ladies asked us to sing one more time. And we sang three times in Malaika. Then a Maasai leader, traditional leaders, gave us a traditional title to me, Memusi.
That is now you.
Lucky guy.
Lucky guy, Memusi.
And Nasipai, my wife.
Nasipai
is
and Memusi.
Happiness. Yes, Memusi and Nasipai. So they are calling me not Ambassador Horie, Ambassador Memusi.
That sounds appropriate. Ambassador Memusi and Madam Nasipai. Exactly. And I think that's what makes Kenya unique, because of the background and the culture that perhaps we share with Japan.
Yes. Yes. So any place where I visited, in any county, any society, we have enjoyed the communication and encounter with local people. So they are so friendly, so energetic. 2 weeks ago, we went to the care center for children with special needs. The name is Siloam, Garden Siloam.
Yes, yes.
And that was run by Japanese medical doctor. And they are taking care of the children with handicaps, of course, and special needs. And we are providing them almost 20 million Kenya shilling to construct a new facility. And I really appreciate activities done by the Garden Siloam. You know, at the time of the closing ceremony of the Paralympics last night, 15% of the total population all over the world is handicapped. 15%. So we need to assist those, the people, those organizations who are taking care of the children with special needs, more and more. So I really hope you and your company, TV, will assist such kind of activities in Kenya.
Absolutely. Ambassador Mimusi?
Yes.
And Ma'am Nashipai? All right, let's take a break and we'll be coming back with now more entertainment. The music will be here. We have got an entertainment. I'm a lucky guy. I'll be entertained by the ambassador himself. What about you? Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Amani daima Amani daima nini Kenya manaishi zalendo.
Wow. I told you I'm a lucky man. I'm just entertained by the ambassador himself here. All right. That was Eric Wainaina. An amazing song, you know, amazing song that speaks to the heart of many Kenyans. And anytime we hear that song, what runs through your mind is for you to be a Mzalendo, a Kenyan. Can we have one, director? All right. Okay. I'm told that we have one more. Okay.
Okay, we'll sing Malaika.
Malaika. Ah.
That was loved by Masai.
Malaika. And that's dedication to Madam Yuko.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Malaika, nakupenda malaika. Malaika, nakupenda malaika. Nami nifanyeje kijana mwenzio, nashindwa na mali sina, ningekuwa malaika. Nashindwa na mali sina, ningekuwa malaika. Kidege, fukuwaza kidege. Kidege, fukuwaza kidege. Nami nifanyeje kijana mwenzio, nashindwa na mali sina, ningekuwa malaika. Nashindwa na mali sina, ningekuwa malaika. Pesa zasumbua roho yangu. Pesa zasumbua roho yangu. Nami nifanyeje kijana mwenzio, nashindwa na mali sina, ningekuwa malaika. Nashindwa na mali sina, ningekuwa malaika. Ningekuwa
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
Wow. Wow.